Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pam and today's video is going to be my July book haul. So I think it's been a while since I've done a book haul, maybe not. I know I said I wanted to go on this like book buying thing going on, but yeah, couldn't help myself. Sorry, not sorry. So I have 11 books to show you and I bought them all from Indigo. So I went on a little shopping spree at the Indigo, and yeah. So let's start with the first book. The first book is a book that I've already read and really loved, and I really wanted a copy of my own because I listened first to the audiobook and I really wanted a physical copy so I can read it physically and annotate it and write in it and just... So, and that is So You Want to Talk About Race by Ijoema Aluo. I'm sorry if I butchered the name. It's what I can remember when I listened to the audiobook. I think it was pronounced that way. And yeah, I wanted a copy, like I said, because I really want to read it physically. I want to reread it physically. I want to annotate in it, and I really want to write in it and just, you know, put tabs and like I've been doing with all of my books on racism and anti-racism, so I can pass it along to my friends. I already passed along How to Be an Anti-Racist by Ibram X. Kendi, which is one of my favorite books, probably my favorite book. And I am currently owning, The Skin We're In by Desmond Cole to a friend of mine, and she is currently reading it and really enjoying it. And I think she wrote some stuff in How to Be an Anti-Racist. So yeah, so I really want, you know, it's not the first time that I'm talking about this, but I really want my racism and anti-racism books to be a really studied book, so everyone can write their thoughts in it and just learn with me, being on this journey of learning, because this is what I'm doing. And yeah, so I got a copy of this one. Next, I got Notes on the Nervous Planet by Matt Higg. This is a nonfiction. Pretty sure it's a nonfiction. And I think it's about anxiety and stress. And I do have anxiety, so I think I'm gonna relate to that one really well. And I already read books by Matt Higg. I read How to Stop Time and The Humans, and I love them both. I know they were fiction, but yeah, I'm really interested on his take on anxiety and stress, being in a nonfiction format, you know. And yeah, so I got this one. I'm really excited to read this one, just to see if I do relate to it. Oh, and this is Own Voices, because Matt Higg developed a panic disorder, anxiety, and depression as an adult. So he's probably going to talk about his mental health too. So really excited. Next, I got another nonfiction, and it is 21 Things You May Not Know About the Indian Act by Bob Joseph. And basically I bought this book because of Kayla over at Books and Lala. She loved that book so much. She thinks it's a must read for any Canadian, and I'm a Canadian, so basically it's a book for helping Canadians make reconciliation with Indigenous peoples as reality. God, I struggled there. But yeah, this is a pretty short nonfiction, and I'm really excited because we are not taught this in school, but it is something that I am trying every year to incorporate in my curriculum, in my classroom, because I'm an elementary school teacher. And you know, we do not talk about like residential school. We do not talk about the fact that Indigenous people were here and we are colonizers, and we white people, because yeah, I'm white, came here and like slaughter a entire culture, and it's yeah. And I think this book is really gonna help me out figuring out how I can vulgarize it. Is that how, is it, can you say that in English? Vulgarize it? Or make kids understand what is the Indian Act and everything horrific that happened to Indigenous people in Canada. So I think, yeah, this book is going to be really helpful for me to my classroom and to my day-to-day life, my work. And yeah, I want to be educated, but I also want to educate the kids that I have in my classroom. I want them to be critical of the world we are living in and to not think that everything that our parents or the government or the media is telling us is the truth. So yeah, I think that's gonna help me. So I bought it. Next, I got Over the Woodward Wall. It's a tongue twister by A. Deborah Baker, aka Shannon McGuire. I forgot. I think this book, and I think it's first one in the series, I think it's part of the middle game book world, and I really enjoy middle game, so I'm really excited to read more about like kids who are kind of like Roger and Dodger in middle game. So basically they share a mind and they are not living together and stuff. Yeah, so yeah, and this is really short comparing to middle game, and I think this one is more middle grade than middle game. Middle game is like young adult even, I would say. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. Again, it's because of Kayla with Books and Lava. So yeah, she does a really well job of influencing me on buying books. Like she does a great job. Next, I got Wondersmith by Jessica Townsend, and this is The Calling of Morrigan Crow. God, I can't talk today. This is the second book in the Nevermore series, Morrigan Crow series. Anyway, it's the second one. I haven't read the first one, but I think after I'm gonna read the first one, I'm gonna be really excited to read the second, and so I picked the second. And this is a fantasy middle grade series, and we're following basically Morrigan Crow that knows she's gonna die on her 12th birthday or 13th birthday, and she's really not lucky, and everything bad that happens in her town is always blame on her. And one day, I think it's right before her birthday, she gets swooped into this world called Nevermore, and she learned magic, and it sounds so much fun. I heard great things about it, so I'm really excited. And I think this series is completed now. I think the third book came out, and I think it's a trilogy, I think. But yeah, really excited. Next, I got A Song Below Water by Bethany C. Murrow. This is a fantasy, magical realism, contemporary book about sirens or mermaids. That's all I want to know. I know there's like music involved, you know, song, but yeah, there's music involved. That's really all I want to know. I heard great things about it, and again, praise by Kayla over at Books and Lava. So I really trust her opinion. So I'm really excited to read this one. It's pretty short, and yeah, the second book came out this year or last year. A coral something. I'm gonna put the cover over here, but yeah, the covers are absolutely beautiful first, but yeah, I'm really excited. I think this story is gonna be beautiful, and I can't wait to read it. Next, I got The Silence of Bones by June Hyo. I'm sorry for mispronouncing the name. I'm really sorry. I should have checked it out. It's a young adult thriller, and I have no idea what the story is about, but you know, I love that about my trailers. I really don't want to know anything about my trailers because most of the time, if I know too much, I'm gonna be disappointed, and I just don't. But I heard praise for this book. I really heard great things, especially from Reagan over at Pyrrhus Project. She really enjoyed that book. The cover is so beautiful. But yeah, I'm really excited to read more young adult thrillers, because I've been reading a lot of adult thrillers. I think the only like young adult thrillers I read was Saw Kill Girl, and I really consider that one more of a horror book than a thriller book. So yeah, excited. Next is a book I've been wanting to read for so long, so I finally decided to get it, and that is The Power by Naomi Alderman. First, it's one of President Obama's favorite reads of 2017. Yeah, had to have it. It's on the 10 best book of the New York Times book review in 2017. It's blurb by Margaret Atwood. Like, do I need more? And no, it's feminist as fuck, or that's what it was sold to me as. I think we are in this world where women have the power. They are the CEOs. They are the power in this world, and men are below them. And it's like a commentary on the patriarchy, la société patriarcale. I can't say it in English because it's kind of a similar name word in French, but patriarchy, and just the sexism and how men are treating women. So I think I'm gonna be empowered by that book. I hope so. I'm really excited, and yeah, I've been wanting to read that book for so long. Next is another nonfiction, a pretty big one, but I've been wanting to read that one since I read How to Be an Anti-Racist by Ibram X. Kendi. So yeah, and that one is Stamped from the Beginning by Ibram X. Kendi. And basically it's the definitive history of racist ideas in America. I know I live in Canada, but Canada and the United States have a really similar history concerning racism. We are also a former Great Britain colony, and I think I could learn many things from that book too. It's pretty big, which I was not anticipating when I picked this up. It's really big, like, yeah. Well, there's a lot of pages that are like notes and, you know, index pages. So this is the book. Okay, so this is the book, and this is like the acknowledgements and index and notes to each chapter. But yeah, like I said earlier in this video, I am educating myself. I am in the learning process, so I want to read as much as I can on racism and anti-racism. So this is another book to add to my study. And finally, it's two books that I read in July. But yeah, if this video is after my wrap up, you're already gonna know my rating, but now I'm not gonna like spoil it for you. So the first one is Blood Witch by Susan Denard. So I'm participating in the Witchland along hosted by Jade over at JD's Reads. And in June, I was supposed to read Blood Witch, but I didn't have the book. And I was kind of in a big reading slump, so I didn't read it. I read it in July. I think I said in my May wrap-up, after I read Sight Witch, that Blood Witch is really going to be the book that is going to make it for me or not. Like, it's really the book that's going to confirm for me if I want to continue on with this series or not. And I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, so I bought Blood Witch to continue to read along. And finally, I got Survive the Night by Riley Sager. This is the July book pick for the Literally Dead Book Club, hosted by, you guessed it, Kayla over at Books and Lala. And this is my third Riley Sager. And I'm not gonna say anything. That was a bumpy ride. Not to make like a dad joke, but yeah, it was a bumpy ride. So yes, I got it for the book club, and I read it, and you're gonna see my thoughts. If you want to know my thoughts, go check out my July wrap up. If it's not out yet, you're gonna see it soon, and you're gonna learn my rating and my thoughts on this book. So this is it, guys. This is my July book haul. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!